For me, biggest symbol in witchcraft is feathers. That one symbol that symbolizes everything for me. It's like it's both hope and both lost innocence, which kind of reflects human experience.
To be a witch is quite a fluid thing. If it doesn't suit to what you're doing in your everyday life, well then the witchcraft isn't aiding you, and the whole point of witchcraft is to aid you in your journey of discovery or your journey with trying to find closure with something.
When I turned away from religion, I needed to find spirituality because I needed something to believe in. Being witch or Wicca, to me, I just call it my own spirituality because it is so fluid.
It's so subjective to everyone, and I think that's the main thing that people need to understand when it comes to like witchcraft. Just because one witch decides to do tarot 3 days a week doesn't mean that you have to do that. That's not the law.
It came to me very naturally. When I discovered it the first time, I felt like it was something that I was meant to do my entire life. And it came to me in a very, very bad and low point of my life when I was very desperate for something, for some kind of meaning, I would say. I started experimenting with spellcraft because it seemed to me like it was some kind of mean to make something out of nothing, and that really excited me and intrigued me. At first, maybe it was a bit of a childish, innocence kind of like excitement thing, but as I grew, I realized that it's not only just for fun, it's actually helping my life in a way that I never thought was possible.
I was a 16-year-old queer girl in a really, really rural place in the middle of the Midlands in the Republic of Ireland, and I didn't know who I was, so I was just trying to figure out, like, who the fuck am I? Maybe I was like 13, knew I wasn't religious, knew it wasn't for me, and got really, really into tarot and horoscopes, tried to understand who I was as a Pisces. My experience is with Catholicism, and you go to mass every single Sunday. If you don't go to mass, then like the whole village or the whole parish or community is judging you. Whereas like with something like this, it's so open, like you're not reading the book that's been written for you, you're writing the book yourself.
There is voodoo that runs in my family, and that is something that I personally, at this point of time, would not experiment with. I'm very much a baby witch. A lot of it also comes from self-discovery. I've only been out for 2 years, and it's something that took me 20 years to find out. And then when I came out, found witchcraft. It helped me in so many ways that I probably wouldn't even be able to list all of them. One way that it helped me was just reassurance that there is something out there for you. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
When we started dating, because obviously like I'm super, super into like my zodiacs and my horoscopes and everything. And when we first met, I was like, oh, you're a Taurus, like all of this. I did a whole birth chart. I did her like sun, moon and rising. And I called it out and she literally just burst out crying. And she was like, how does that know who I am?
Yeah.
Like, how can you tell me that just from the day I was born? Like, how is this possible? I was like, horoscopes, don't sit here and pretend that like this isn't real.
It's really helping me to find love inside of me instead of outside of me. So spellcraft and witchcraft is helping me to find the internal flame of love and acceptance that I sometimes desperately seek from external sources. My love life was stuck in this repeating cycle of kind of the same trauma repeating itself over and over and over. And at one point I just kind of hit the point of no return, and I thought, I need to change it. I need to find something that will help me get over this trauma.
Pentacles represent money, fears about money, hopes about money, good things coming. An artistic person who wants to build up their business, networking.
So Jenny really helped me put that, put that wall down. What I can feel through tarot. I can have tarot to understand the way that I feel. If I don't understand why I'm so anxious, maybe there's something in the cards that needs to tell me.
When my friend passed away, like Michael, I was 17 and I was like, how the hell can this happen? Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form into another. So like him dying wasn't him dying. His energy, like all of his life form was just transferred into something else. And like, I don't know if there's a heaven, a hell, a purgatory. I don't know if there's anything in between, but I definitely know that there is ghosts and spirits and energies that move around us all the time.
I do a lot of candle magic, using fire as a method of cleansing. When you have a very bad thought or like intention in your head and you want to get it out and you want to like move past that, sometimes I just write it down on a piece of paper as specifically as possible and be as authentic and as honest to myself as possible, and then I just fold it and I put it in the candle and I just watch it burn. And as it's burning, I imagine those bad thoughts just blowing away with the smoke, and it's a very powerful experience, definitely. I've learned that innocence is good, but when innocence becomes immaturity is when you have to be careful, because with spells, when the first one works, then you think, oh my god, it works, and you become obsessed with it. You have that saying, be careful what you wish for, it might come true. That's exactly how it works with spells as well.
I never ever would have seen myself or like put myself in the category of like doing spells or doing cleanses. Everything that people consider weird. And we just embrace it. We just take it all in and we just say, we're weird, here we are. We're everything that you think is wrong in the world, but we're enjoying it and we're living our lives, here we are.